how is that impacting your organization?
I think, so what we did in the last 2 decades, we actually created a huge grid in the country, fine. As I say, pipelines from the cities to the villages and all that, and pipelines of relationship, of knowing each other, of logistics, of understanding the villages and all. So now we work in 25 states and union territories of India, parts of that. So it's quite a big footprint, you know. Uh, so now we never knew in our life that a time will come when the entire grid will be operational and you have to serve the entire grid in one go, because so far we were like, there was a disaster somewhere, you go, you work there, maybe in one state, one province, and all the one part of the country. Now suddenly this entire grid is opened.
So how do you manage that? You must be very busy. And
yeah. I think I'm really blessed to now. Even if I do 24/7, and many of my team members, my wife, and many other team members, then even then it is less because the desperation, and I'm really blessed to have a lot of beautiful team members and the people who are around us. At least we are able to do it, and even in the middle of the lockdown, complete lockdown, we are able to reach say about 17 states of India now. We have already initiated our work. So that grid is working. Yes, we had to change our models. We had to change the way we were operating. So we literally had to reimagine and innovate and add new things in the process.
I understand that you are manufacturing face masks for the people of India.
We do. We make face masks because in any case we also deal with cloth. We have machines. We have experienced people. So in many centers we started making masks. We are now also we are also using now our network of partner organizations and all, and saying that we can support in terms of money, material, clothing, and all. If you can start producing masks locally as per a design, and then start reaching out. So I think this is one really very beautiful model of absolute decentralization of reaching people. Mm-hmm. That is something which we saw happening in the last few days, and maybe that makes me smile.
Can you tell me a little bit more about it? So it sounds very interesting.
So it's like that you earlier, before the COVID or the Corona, we developed a network of lot of local community-based organizations, NGOs, local elected body like panchayats, units of Indian Army, and all. So these are the places, these are the institutions with whom we used to work, right? For normal cloth for work and all other initiatives. Now there is an ongoing relationship with them. We understand their area. We understand each other well. We used to meet, very often. So right. There is a personal bonding and relationship also in this. There's a relationship of trust. There is also there are, because our work is around material management only. Fine. One of the prime focus of Gunj has been material management and logistics.
Right.
And this is a time, all those things which we did in the last 2 decades are becoming like an asset for us, because the team and the grid understands material management. We understand the logistics. We understand how to build up relationship with the communities in remote areas. Right? We know how the e-way bill or the pass for the road works, because that's what we have been doing. Right? There's nothing new. It's just that we have to change the model, that instead of shifting everything from the big cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore and all, we will do more localized purchase. But then for those purchases, for that monitoring, for maintaining data, for maintaining reports, all those systems were already in place. We didn't have to create new systems and processes, because that's what we've been doing. So that's how this has become really, really very handy. And I'm absolutely open. Right now we are not able to spend more time with the larger community in the world, although we're doing it as Schwab Fellows, Ashok Fellows and all, on groups of that. But I'm absolutely really open that this is the time when we can even create a team of 3-4 people who have experience of a decade or two in Gunj, and they can really they can really, sitting here, they can make things happen in a bit different way in any of the country right now. Because that's what we'll build up.
Thinking of making happen?
Huh?
What kind of things are you thinking of making happen?
No, so every country and every single community, every single institution is going through a lot of logistical issues.
Right.
Right? What to give, when to give, how to reach, how to maintain data, and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for the last 2 decades, we are just doing this. And so we have those practical stories, practical way of doing things. We have our own failures. We have our own learning from those failures. So we are absolutely happy to really connect with anyone on this earth and share this.
Support.
Yeah, and we can certainly learn. We can certainly share what we have learned.
So what are the top 3 things that you would be able to share in terms of? Well, what are the top 3 logistical advice that you will give? From your experience.
So this is one disaster where every single thing has to be localized. That's what people are still not understanding. Fine, you have to do, the solution has to be so localized that there is no role for any centralized management. So this is one perfect time for decentralization of literally of power, of money, of reaching people. Because the moment you decentralize, you reduce the human touch, which is a need of the hour. The moment you decentralize, you also reduce the logistics, because that's the toughest thing right now.
Interesting.
Why we are able to do in 17 states, why are we able to start in 17 states? Because we completely decentralized it.
Wow.
We said that we will not do it from Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, all those big centers of Poonj. Rather, we will actually work with the local partner organization, leave a lot of decision making on them. We will only create a larger framework.
Right.
These are the broader guidelines, but under those guidelines, do whatever way you can. If you want to use a bike, please do that. If you want to use a car, please do that. Whatever local administration, local health scenario, local restrictions, local guidance of the government tell you, first thing is that follow that and then do it. So one important part for most of us to learn is the complete decentralization if we want to tackle this disaster in a big way.
So you must have a lot of very capable individual leaders all over the place in order to do that.
Yeah, we have those organizations, we have those leaders, we have very experienced team in this case, and I think it's a discovery for us also that and like any other person on this earth, that how even the hardcore logistics job can also be handled sitting at home. We're learning that also.